Russia's growing alliance with Iran and Hezbollah is shaping its stance in the Israel-Lebanon conflict, as it sides against Israel while reinforcing its ties with Tehran. Moscow, in recent weeks, has blamed Israel for escalating violence in Lebanon, despite Hezbollah's long-term hostilities and rocket attacks on Israeli communities. The Kremlin accused Israel of assassinating Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah and framed the action as a catalyst for conflict, ignoring Iran's ballistic missile strikes on Israel. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Mikhail Bogdanov condemned Israel's ground operations in southern Lebanon, reinforcing the Kremlin's support for Hezbollah and opposition to Israeli actions. Amid this geopolitical maneuvering, Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin visited Tehran to deepen the Russia-Iran strategic partnership, meeting with Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian. The visit underscores Russia's increasing reliance on Iran for military support, which has become crucial since the Ukraine conflict. Western intelligence reports confirm that Iran has supplied Russia with 200 short-range ballistic missiles and thousands of drones, including explosive and kamikaze models like the Shahed 131 and Shahed 136. This military cooperation began in 2022 when Russia faced growing resistance in Ukraine and needed additional support.
Iran categorically rejected unfounded and unsubstantiated claims that Iran has transferred UAVs for the use of the conflict in Ukraine. It is recently disappointing that to pursue their political agenda, these states are trying to launch a disinformation campaign against Iran.
Russia's strategic dependence on Iran provides it with leverage but also creates risks for both countries. Western analysts fear that Russia might share nuclear expertise with Iran in exchange for military assistance. Russia, Iran, and China share a common goal of promoting a multipolar world order to reduce US influence despite facing Western sanctions. Russia's criticism of Israel and support for Hezbollah aligns with its broader geopolitical aims. While it benefits from escalating tensions in West Asia that divert Western attention from Ukraine and consume US military resources, it does not want a direct Iran-Israel war. Such a conflict could destabilize the region, harm its ally Iran, and potentially threaten the Assad regime in Syria, which Russia supports.
Иран – это наш важный партнер. Мы развиваем наши торгово-экономические отношения, мы развиваем наше сотрудничество и диалог во всех возможных областях, включая самые чувствительные области. И будем продолжать это делать в интересах народов наших двух стран.
Russia also sees potential economic gains if energy prices rise due to West Asia's instability, which could impact US politics, especially in an election year. A spike in global oil prices might boost Moscow's economy while potentially affecting the US administration's popularity, creating conditions that favor a return of Donald Trump, which the Kremlin views favorably. However, Russia's current strategy seems to hinge on keeping the conflict localized in Lebanon, ensuring it doesn't escalate into a broader regional war that might undermine its interests or its allies in the region. Russia and Iran's defense partnership has deepened significantly, particularly in the context of their respective conflicts in Ukraine and against Israel. Recently, Russia transferred advanced military technology, including Iskander short-range ballistic missile systems and Murmansk PN electronic warfare systems to Iran. These systems, which can be used for both conventional and nuclear attacks and provide electronic warfare capabilities, signify Moscow's willingness to exchange critical military assets for Iranian assistance in Ukraine. Iran has extracted substantial technological gains from Russia, with the possibility of acquiring advanced Su-35 fighter jets, showing that Iran's leverage over Russia has increased. These transfers expand Tehran's capabilities, posing a threat to US interests in West Asia. Moscow's support for Iran also involves cash inflows from arms sales, further empowering Iran to spread its influence and instigate violence across the region. The Russia-Iran relationship initially focused on arms sales but has evolved since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Moscow, in need of advanced drone technology after witnessing the success of Turkish drones in Ukraine, turned to Iran. This shift in dynamics saw Iran providing attack and surveillance drones starting in August 2022. Russia has since used these drones extensively, with Iranian designs like the Shahed 136 proving cost-effective in swarm tactics against Ukrainian targets. Russia's reliance on Iranian drones also highlights its strategy of deploying inexpensive weapons to exhaust Ukraine's costly defense systems. The Shahed 136 drones, built cheaply with reverse-engineered German technology, are sold to Russia at inflated prices. Despite this, they remain significantly cheaper than Russia's own missiles, such as the Caliber. To reduce dependency on imports, Russia has set up a drone factory in Tatarstan using Iranian expertise and Chinese components for production. Russia aims to manufacture up to 6,000 drones annually, incorporating technological improvements to enhance their capabilities like radar-resistant coatings. In addition to expanding drone production, Russia is recruiting labor from various sources, including local schools and engineering talent from Africa, using higher salaries and anti-Western propaganda to attract personnel. This extensive effort reflects Putin's strategic focus on building military capabilities through a diversified international workforce. Russia's support for Iran has also influenced West Asian geopolitics, with Iran's backing of Hamas attacks against Israel serving Russian interests. The October 7 attacks by Hamas partially aimed to divert Western focus and pressure away from Ukraine, fracturing the unity within Western alliances. This interconnected strategy shows that Moscow and Tehran viewed the conflicts in Ukraine and West Asia as linked battles against Western influence, signaling a long-term challenge for the West. Bureau Report, India Today Global.